All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you and me. All right, sad news in the world of music. One of my favorite producers of all time has passed away. Thom Bell, 79 years old, architect of the Philadelphia sound, along with Gamble and Huff. Usually I show something new at the beginning of a video, but see, I'm not only a casual fan on this one, I'm kind of a hardcore fan of the Thom Bell sound. Mighty Love by the Spinners with some extra songs courtesy of Atlantic or Rhino Records. Either way, I think it's kind of the same thing these days, but has the old Atlantic look on the inside with the CD. I think that's really cool. Production value, songwriting capabilities, arranging, conducting. I mean, this guy was a jack of all trades. And along with Gamble and Huff, he did things that, quite honestly, I don't think any other producer could do or has done. That sound isn't coming back anytime soon. So, Thom Bell, it says, key architect of soul music, sound of Philadelphia, dies at 79. I don't think people are going to appreciate this enough because this guy was just a pioneer. He invented it as he went along. Thom Bell passed away on Thursday at the age of 79. No cause of death was cited, of course, but Bell's publicist said he died at his home in Bellingham, Washington. So Thom Bell moved to Bellingham. Interesting. Bell, a Grammy-winning producer and a member of the Songwriters Hall of Fame, is best known as one of the Mighty Three, a co-creator of the richly orchestrated Sound of Philadelphia brand of soul, along with fellow songwriters and producers Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. Together, the Philly trio was responsible for smashes from the OJs, including Backstabbers, to Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes' I Miss You. I mean, folks, this is some of the best music ever made. Independent of Gamble and Huff, however, Bell was famed for writing and producing dreamy, harmony-laden R&B hits from the late 60s into the 70s, including La La Means I Love You, Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time, both from the Delphonics, You Are Everything, Betcha by Golly Wow for the stylistics, and I'll Be Around, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love, and Games People Play, which is my favorite song ever for the Spinners. The two collaborators with whom he was most identified weighed in with statements after learning of his death. Tommy and I have been best friends for more than 60 years, said Kenny Gamble. When we first met, we decided to start writing songs together and form a singing duo, Kenny and Tommy. And then our band, the Romeos. Leon Huff and I were proud to have him as part of our Mighty Three music writing team, which helped create our signature brand of the Sound of Philadelphia, TSOP, for those of you who lived through the 70s. He was a great talent and my dear friend. The name of Gamble, Huff, and Bell will last forever. Rest in peace, buddy. On this article here has a nice picture of the three guys back in their heyday. Bell, in an interview, said, I never planned on being a songwriter. All I wanted to be was a piano player in the rhythm section, then an arranger and a conductor. I was forced to do these other things, like writing, to get noticed. I mean, who is Thom Bell? It had to be a question at the time. The only Bell they knew in Philly had a crack running down the middle of it. So I started writing melodies. Bell was renowned for his love for and use of unusual instrumentation within the framework of highly orchestrated R&B classics from the 60s and 70s, along with French horns and other lush musical adaptations, Bell, as an arranger and producer, also introduced things like the sitar, the bassoon, the oboe, and actual bells. Bell with the bells. I like it. Bell played many of the oddest instruments himself during the studio sessions for the Delphonics and the Stylistics. That must have been fun. Hey, I gotta go grab my oboe, guys. Just wait for me. Along with his love for classical instrumentation, he also had a fondness for Ennio Morricone, the composer and orchestrator of Italian film themes for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and For a Few Dollars More. He says, I was definitely influenced by Morricone. I met and hung out with him too in Milano, and he introduced me to some of his native instruments. Just an incredible producer. Really, the best thing you can do if you're not familiar with his work is to go back and check out some of those aforementioned 70s bands. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, spectacular. These guys, I think they were nominated once for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, didn't get in, and we haven't heard anything since the first nomination. Typically, this happens year after year. Go check out these remastered CDs because they do have bonus tracks on them. Yeah, I know, you can stream them. I'm pretty sure you can stream all the music on Mighty Love. But thoughts and prayers go out to Thom Bell's family and all his fans because this is a one-of-a-kind producer. And he's no longer here. So that's my video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And yes, we're taking a break from the Journey drama for a few hours. So stay tuned.